Welcome to George Mason University. We are thrilled to be able to celebrate this outstanding achievement with all of you here today. Please be sure to follow all health recommendations to avoid the spread of COVID-19. All attendees are required to comply with the following policies. Maintain a safe social distance of 6 feet from other parties at all times. Keep a facial covering on at all times. Hand sanitizer is readily available in various locations. We ask that you remain in your seats throughout the duration of the ceremony. Graduates may process to the stage when signaled by a university marshal. Masks may be removed for photographs. Once the photograph is taken, please put your mask back on. For more information on Mason's COVID protocols, please visit gmu.edu.
Good morning, everyone. Now is the time to take your seats, grab a seat. All of the photo ops and things will be there for you, so you'll have ample opportunity to do that here shortly. But I am going to get us started for the morning. So good morning. My name is Kim Holmes. I'm the Associate Dean for Student Affairs in the College of Health and Human Services. I want to welcome you to the College of Health and Human Services mini degree celebration. I'm really pleased to be hosting this really exciting and important occasion for our graduates. On behalf of our Dean, Dr. Jermaine Lewis, from whom you'll hear shortly, and our outstanding and dedicated faculty and staff, thank you all for being here, I welcome you to our college's degree celebration. As you know, this has been an unusual year for all of us, and we were unable to hold in-person celebrations for the spring and fall 2020 graduates. So the class of 2020 was invited to participate in this semester's in-person events. Therefore, today, we'll be recognizing both 20 and 2021 graduates. Give it up for them. We are proud of all of your accomplishments, and we applaud your resilience through the unexpected changes and challenges of the past year. So at this time, if you're able, we're going to please rise for the singing of the national anthem, and it is going to be performed by members of Mason Music Productions. Bridget Nesfield, the vocalist, is a music performance major at Mason, and she's graduating this year with her Bachelor of Arts degree. And John Kim is a Mason alumnus who has a Bachelor of Arts in Music.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Bridget and John. So please be seated. And now it is my pleasure, I'm happy to introduce the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Jermaine Lewis, who will share some congratulatory remarks for the graduates. Dean Lewis.
Welcome, everyone. And I'm reading the sign in front of me that says, "Speak loudly," close to the mic. So I'm hoping you can all hear me. Welcome, family, friends, and graduates of the College of Health and Human Services at George Mason University. In case you haven't noticed, this is not a virtual commencement. I want to thank our faculty, staff within the college and at Mason, and our students for working to make sure that we can have an in-person graduation honoring all today. And I know for family and friends, it's also important to be able to be here in live, to be able to see those huge smiles on stage for your graduates. So welcome, everyone. Graduation is a culmination of hard work, effort, and time spent earning your degree and an education. It still has to be earned. You can't just buy it, and no one can ever take your education away from you. It is the lifelong gift you give yourself, so I encourage you all to use it well. Today, we are recognizing our 2021 and our 2020 graduates. This is a special ceremony. We have never had two classes together. So I want to take a moment to clap for both our 2020 and our 2021 graduates. It is really amazing what each of you has accomplished. You've attended all sorts of classes, and in some combination, I'm guessing, of face-to-face, hybrid, and virtual instruction. Even the ability to learn in those different scenarios speaks to your ability to move forward and continue to be learners. You've completed coursework, internships, practicums, fields, and clinicals to ensure you have the competencies, skills, and expertise demanded of each of your disciplines. At Mason, we work very hard to ensure we have career-ready graduates, and I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that you accomplished all of this while dealing with a pandemic and all the other factors in your life. Your ability to meet the academic demands in the context of things beyond your control is witness to all you can do in the future, and it is a part of your living legacy of what is possible. So thank you, graduates, for continuing to stay the course and to meet your requirements. And to parents, siblings, spouses, partners, family members, and friends, thank you for the support you've provided our students over the course of their studies. To each of you, thank you. And to our faculty, our advisors, and staff, for all you've done and continue to do in support of career-ready graduates, my heartfelt appreciation. Yes, to them. It has been a challenging year for faculty, staff, advisors, and commencement reminds us of the importance of strong academics, teaching, and mentoring in helping students realize their dreams. Today, the dreams are met, the families are proud, and as are we. At our virtual commencement last May, and for the 2020 graduates, some of you may remember this, I ended my remarks by saying that hope is on the horizon and that we would be moving past the pandemic to a new norm for learning, living, working, and connecting. I remain hopeful that we will work to rebuild our communities and work in support of health for all people. I ask our graduates to work to promote in the world health not disparities, safety and not violence, and prosperity and not poverty. Continue to make Mason proud and the college extremely proud. Congratulations, graduates, faculty, family, friends, and our faculty and staff. Enjoy the ceremony and stay in touch. The college is forever your professional home. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Lewis. So today, we are very pleased and proud to have remarks from one of your fellow graduates. This year's speaker has been actively engaged in the college and community and will offer words of wisdom as you make the transition into the next steps of your journey. It's my pleasure to introduce Capricia Miller, a student in the Department of Social Work who is receiving her Master's of Social Work degree today. Aside from being a standout social work student, Capricia recognized and embraced the connection between social work and civic engagement. She got involved with voter registration efforts in DC during protests for racial justice and routinely spent weekends helping demonstrators and other community members alike register to vote. Capricia was recognized as one of the top 3 voting captains nationwide in the nonprofit When We All Vote. And she received the Congressional Research Institute for Social Work and Policy, CRISP, Outstanding Student of the Year Award. Capricia is a humble leader who's worked tirelessly to make our college, communities, and country more inclusive. Please join me in welcoming Capricia to the podium.
Good morning, Dean Lewis, distinguished guests, administrators, professors, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2020 and 2021, welcome. I am honored to address you on behalf of the class of 2021. My name is Capricia Miller, and I will graduate with a Master of Social Work. Today is a great day of celebration. We are the College of Health and Human Services and represent public health practitioners, nurses, nutrition and food practitioners, rehabilitation science practitioners, health administrators, and social workers. The graduates sitting before you today are the future of public health. Attending college is a rite of passage and a transformational, personal, and professional journey. George Mason's first value is our students come first. The students truly did come first. We received a learning experience that helped us grow as individuals and professionals. Perhaps some graduates began this journey with fear and uncertainty, while others arrived confident and ready. Regardless of how you arrived, make no mistake, the graduates sitting before you today finished strong, confident, and courageous. You read never-ending chapters and articles, met with group members to work on group projects. You wrote papers and edited them again. You checked and double-checked your APA. And just when we thought we mastered APA 6, then came APA 7. Graduates, never forget how you persevered through a defining pandemic. Without notice, you quickly adjusted to virtual learning and navigated the rough waters with no time to prepare. The stressors were endless, from fear of contracting the virus, perhaps to testing positive, losing loved ones, and perhaps even losing jobs. Despite what would seem to be a never-ending pandemic, you rose to the occasion and persevered. And if the pandemic taught us anything, it taught us to be grateful for what we have. And we cannot forget how we showed up for class during a time when social unrest shook the country, carrying heavy burdens into the classroom while attempting to make sense of it all. Yet again, we persevered. During our time at Mason, we built communities, established friendships that will last a lifetime. Now, graduates, I realize you are excited about your future. Many of you have accepted job offers, and some have already begun working. However, as you close this chapter and begin anew, I hope you will take time to remember your loved ones, for it is their unwavering support, daily sacrifices, and hopes and dreams for your future that guided you to this point. It is your achievement. It is their achievement. And we absolutely cannot forget our professors. On behalf of the graduating class of 2020 and 2021, we say thank you. Thank you for your dedication, your commitment, and passion for academia. Can we give our faculty a round of applause? Graduates, as you begin your new chapter and set out to make this world a better place, my hope is that each of you will always remember that while we all come from different walks of life, different socioeconomic backgrounds, races, ethnicities, and have our own unique differences, may we always, always remember George Mason's second value: diversity is our strength. Let us take time to listen to each other and grow from each other. May we listen to learn and not listen to reply. Together, we can make this world a better place. In closing, no doubt you will have bumps and bruises along the way. I want to encourage you to remember. Remember your why. Remember why you chose your profession. Remember why you haven't given up. Remember that you are more than capable. Remember how you persevered through the pandemic. Remember that you inspire someone. And remember that you can and will get through it. So, to the prestigious graduating classes of 2020 and 2021, congratulations on your achievement. Celebrate, be proud. May God bless you, your families, and may God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Capricia, for those inspirational words. You continue to make us proud and really excited for what our graduates will do today and in the future. So it is now my pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker, Kevin Savasco. Kevin is a two-time graduate of Mason, completing an undergraduate degree in computer science and a Master of Public Health. He is now part of the inaugural cohort of students in Mason's new PhD program in public health. Kevin is an accomplished scholar in public health who has blended his information in information technology and public health to develop IT health solutions and foundations for programs that increase access to care. Early in the COVID-19 pandemic, He led a team of MPH students in publishing a study showing university responses to guidance from the CDC and World Health Organization. In 2020, he was awarded the College of Health and Human Services Graduate Award for Excellence in Leadership. This year, he was named the college's Alumnus of the Year. We are honored to have him here today to celebrate our graduates. Please join me in welcoming Kevin.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. Give me a moment. I'm not used to seeing this many people. I feel like a bear coming out of hibernation after it's been vaccinated. So, as she said, I'm currently a student in the new PhD cohort and a recent student in the MPH program. So, as a current student and an alumni, I'd first of all like to wish you all congratulations. So give yourself a round of applause. As a student, I've met many of you. I've watched nursing students comfort nervous patients at the Mason vaccination clinics. I've seen health communications research about social media platforms that I didn't know existed. And I worked to publish COVID studies with many of you. I'm sorry, it's a pause. It was a big change. We were just basically told really quickly to, the semester was going virtual, and we had a group of 4 or 5 of us that were working together. And I haven't seen any of them in person. I know a couple of them here, so I hope I get to see you before I go. I've met a large enough sample of you that as an epidemiologist, I can translate that into being 100% confident that you guys are amazing. Yeah, the dean checked my math. We now have a 100% confidence interval. So point 1, you're amazing. Many of you have already found a passion in the growing health field. For me, calling to public health came after decades of working in information technology and business. A friend invited me to volunteer at the Friends of Patients at the NIH to become their treasurer. It's a charity that supports patients while they're receiving groundbreaking treatment and life-saving treatment at the NIH. The NIH social workers asked us to help pay the rent for a mother who was undergoing a lupus treatment protocol. Her oldest child was about to drop out of high school to get a job to help save the family home. We, of course, paid that rent with a tear running down my cheek. I had approved requests before, but for some reason this was different. I suddenly realized the big gap between the groundbreaking research going on at the NIH and the dire financial consequences that many families in America face today. So this was my path to an MPH and to the public health PhD program. So my request to you is to engage with people and build a network outside the health fields. You've met a lot of great people in the health fields, but Public Health 3.0, we need to get to know people in business, in the faiths, in government, and we need to bring them in and teach them about health. So, bring them in to volunteer for you. Talk to them about, what did they learn during the pandemic about public health that they didn't know before. So to repeat, point number 1, you're amazing. Point number 2, build a network outside the health fields. I worked for several decades before I came back from my master's in public health. And from being out there in the working world, I'm confident that what you've learned is valued. And I'll tell you a story as to why. So in my first year of the MPH program, coming back in around 2017, I was invited to speak about IT at a student health conference. The night before, there was a fancy dinner, so I walked in, looked around, and found my name tag at a big round table near the front of the room. I sat down and I introduced myself. The first person I met was the retired Air Force Surgeon General. He introduced me to health informaticists from Microsoft, health educators from CVS, and directors of public health associations. The keynote speaker at this event was the U.S. Surgeon General. A short time later, he entered the room, greeted everyone, wandered over to his table, and sat down next to me. Yeah, I paused. So, of course, I quickly introduced myself as a proud Mason MPH student, and the first thing he did was ask me, So, what are they teaching these days in MPH programs in graduate school? So, yep, that's right. The first thing the Surgeon General did was ask me about you and what you're learning. So, in case you're wondering if it's valued, it is. By the way, this was a buffet dinner. I walked up to the buffet with the Surgeon General, and for you nutrition folks, his plate was 3/4 vegetables and 1/4 lean protein. So the dinner conversation was great. It was about HIV outbreaks. We talked about social determinants. We talked about workforce diversity. It was amazing. You all would have fit in and done wonderfully. So one, you're amazing. Number two, build a network outside of health. And three, what you learned here is valued. Like the dean said, a work-ready force here. So your Mason experience doesn't end with graduation. While your time as a student may be over, your relationship with Mason is just beginning. Earning your degree is an incredible achievement, and you're welcome to come back and earn more degrees. I'll be here. Come back to campus, come to homecoming, visit your professors, tell them how you're doing. Your hard work and dedication has gotten you to this point. Congratulations on earning your degree.
Wonderful, Kevin. Thank you. Now, graduates, we have arrived at the moment you've been waiting for. So at this time, I will ask our faculty marshals to begin escorting graduates to the stage. We're gonna move from back to front so everyone can see when their graduate is coming up. So those in the back, look out for direction from the faculty marshals, and then they'll be working their way up. Graduates, I want to remind you that your safety and the safety of the faculty and staff working with graduation events remains our top priority. So please remain seated until a faculty marshal instructs you to take the stage by row. As you approach the stage, please be sure to maintain an appropriate distance between you and the person in front of you. You must wear a mask. However, you may remove it as you cross the stage and take photos. So when you get to the top of the stage, here, you can take your mask off, you'll hand your card to one of the readers, and then when you walk across, there'll be a marked spot right here for you to stand and pose and take a photo with Dean Lewis, who will be standing in the next marked spot. You'll walk off the stage, watch your step as you come down, the ramps can be a little shaky, and then there is a photo op over there with a backdrop, and we encourage you to stop by the alumni table on the right side. Shannon's waving her hand. There you can pick up your alumni pin, then return to your seats as directed by the marshals. So there'll be people floating if you get lost and need help finding your way. Family and friends, although you are welcome to take photos throughout the event, we ask that you do so from your seats and not approach the stage. Once again, we have cameras and things going on, so we don't want to mess up the line of sight for them. So, as our graduates make their way up, I am going to introduce Dr. PJ Maddox, who's already at the podium. She's going to be reading the names and degree programs of the graduates. I will be assisting her, so we'll be alternating back and forth. So we're going to give the graduates a minute to come up, and then we'll get started. Okay, sounds good. So now the moment has arrived to recognize our graduates. Dean Lewis, I present the graduates, the candidates for the various degrees in the College of Health and Human Services.
Diego Figueroa.
Kiana Rajabi, nursing.
Ogeki Emachebi.
Victoria Williams, Bachelor's of Nursing.
Daniela Portilla.
Evelyn Erica Reyes, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Young Hwa Kim.
Should be like here or there. Almost fine. Okay. Brandon Noguera, Bachelor's of Social Work.
Crystal Young.
Ladia Jameer, Bachelor's of Science in Community Health.
Monica Vargas, Masters in Nutrition.
Thank you. Miriam Al-Khateb, Bachelor's of Global and Community Health.
Kirat Kar Gill, Bachelor's in Health Administration.
Madeline Carmichael, Master's of Social Work.
Luther Nwepe, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Edwin Gabriel Teo Salas, Bachelor's of Science in Rehabilitation Science.
Claire Campbell, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Mina Morcos, Master's of Social Work.
Rafael Jambi.
Toka Morsi, Public Health and Clinical Science.
Lauren Freeman, Bachelor's of Science, Community Health, concentration in clinical services.
Li Jiang, Master of Nutrition.
Tatiana Campos, Master's in Social Work.
Hiseng Yang, Master's of Science in Nutrition.
Samba Moiz Mirza.
Yesenia Indira Malka Macias, Bachelor of Social Work.
Rania Ammer, Bachelor's in Social Work.
Blanca Lagunas, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Sierra Custer, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Elizabeth Adekemi Gansalo, Bachelor of Social Work.
Sukneet Kuner, Bachelor's of Science in Health Administration.
Oh, too soon.
I got it. Tegan Gordon, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Loveneet Cooner, Bachelor's of Science, Health Administration.
Eunice Soreo Ostos, Community Health.
Thu Hong Lee, Bachelor's, Health and Human Services in Community Health.
Ikra Hamayun, Master in Health Informatics.
Elizabeth McCall, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Claire Ji-yoon Kim, Health Administration and Policy.
Michaela Biarritos Arnez, Bachelor of Science in Social Work.
Danette Smith, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Zemzem Kazir, Bachelor's of Science, Community Health, Clinical Services Concentration.
Lynn Doe, Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Science.
Yasmin Artis, Master's in Health Administration.
Alexandra Palmisano, Bachelor of Science in Global and Community Health.
Anna Pintaro, Master of Science in Nursing.
Hyojin Shin, Master of Social Work.
Ashley Dinah Korentang, Masters of Public Health, Community Health.
Diana Bustillos Luna, Bachelor of Health Administration and Policy, concentration in Health Management.
Deborah DePirio, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Parvati Haridas, Bachelor of Science in Community Health, Clinical Concentration.
Adriana Escalea, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Grace Thomas, Bachelor of Social Work.
Sasha Graham, Master in Social Work.
Ambika Jamula, Master in Social Work.
Patricia Martinez, Master's in Social Work.
Gehan Elatar, Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Science.
Sahara Farah Baklari, Health Administration, Bachelor's of Science.
Reem Goucher, Bachelor of Science in Global Community Health.
Rand Hussein, Bachelor's of Science, Community Health.
Andrea Paniagua, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Sanjoli Agarwal, MPH, Masters of Public Health.
Olga Sokolov, Masters in Nursing.
Sumaya Soleiman, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Peyton Smith, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Carolina Sharma, Bachelor's of Science, Community Health.
Christelle Tiani, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Miriam Abdi, Healthcare Administration, Bachelor's of Science.
Maxine Aber, Masters in Social Work.
Samravat Wandamena, Bachelor's of Science, Health Administration.
Okay. Diego Tayakuri, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Rachel Hahn, Bachelor's of Science, Nursing.
Michelle Bean, Masters of Social Work.
Shannon McKiernia, Masters of Science, Health Informatics.
Samantha Shuma, Bachelor of Social Work.
Caitlin Mullins, Master of Public Health.
Michelle Duke, Bachelor of Nursing.
Tandis Najat, Masters of Public Health in Health Policy.
Lijing Zhang, Master of Science in Global Health.
Danielle Tang, Bachelor's of Science, Community Health.
Manpreet Kaur, Bachelor's in Health Administration.
Gila Manasala, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Sarah Friday, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Laura Valentica Acosta.
Adriana Beatriz Barrientos, Health Administration, Bachelor of Science.
Zara Nasir, Bachelor's of Science in Health Administration.
Erica Harp, Bachelor of Science in Global and Community Health.
Catherine Metkowski, Master of Science Nursing, Nurse Practitioner.
Erica Taylor, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Chloe Hines, Bachelor's of Science, Nursing.
Faith Caitlin Torres, Bachelor of Science in Health Administration.
Yadiana Santos, Health Administration in Health Systems Management.
Jewel Miner, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Lindsay Paul, Masters of Social Work.
Azra Ahmad, Master of Public Health.
Kendall Oshinowo, Masters of Science in Nursing.
Jessica Vu, Master of Public Health.
Mina Tamaklo, Masters of Health Administration.
Hardev Singh, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Michelle Alvarado, Masters of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Paul Osasuyi, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Amina Harm, Masters of Health Administration. Oh, bachelor's.
Sarah Scannell, Master of Science in Health Informatics.
Kavita Subedi, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Yusufu Kamara, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Kimberly Majerowski, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Meryl Cray, Master's of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Jennifer Alvis, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Kaylin Harrington, Bachelor's of Science, Nursing.
Lori D'Alessandro, Master's of Social Work.
Maria Rosales, Bachelor's of Science, Health Administration.
Kendall Chase, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Daimara Roreo Rosunu, Bachelor's of Science.
Crystal Alicia Brahima Young, Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Science.
Anamatu Dean Karbu, Masters of Science, Nursing.
Macy Kiefreiter, Master of Public Health.
Abigail Jones, Bachelor's of Science, Global and Community Health.
I think I got it. Munmohun Thovin, Master of Public Health.
Christina Webb, Masters of Science in Nursing and Education.
Chitra Kayere, Master of Science in Health Informatics.
Kayla Ross, Bachelor of Science, Rehabilitation Science.
Alejandra Velasco Justiniano, Master of Social Work. No problem.
V. Ho Wong Vu, Master of Science, Health Administration.
Layla Wade, Bachelor of Global and Community Health.
Keela Sampath, Masters of Public Health.
Lauren Cruz, Masters of Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Rebecca Bryant, Master of Social Work.
Autumn Green, Bachelor of Social Work.
Charlotte Vincent, Master of Science in Nursing.
Jennifer Vo, Bachelor's in Social Work.
Sadia Salman, Masters of Public Health in Global Health.
Thomas Amabil, Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Science.
Gize Kulu Stroh, Bachelor's of Science in Community Health with a minor in Health Information Technology.
Danielle Butler, Master of Public Health.
Eva Collins, Master of Health Administration.
Julia Freed, Masters of Science in Nursing and Family Nurse Practitioner.
Jumana Fahel, Bachelor of Nursing.
Lorena Badawi, Master of Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Ko Un Lee, Bachelor of Social Work.
Jordan Robinson, Masters of Healthcare Administration.
Christiana Boyd Ferry, Bachelor of Science, Community Health.
Judy Nana, Bachelor of Science, Community Health.
Nicole Pereira, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Bridget Ann Major, Bachelor of Science in Health Administration and Policy.
Jennifer McHugh, Masters in Social Work.
Mercy Ninson, Bachelor of Science in Health Administration.
Tamina Asif, Bachelor's of Science, Nursing.
Alyssa Vaccarello, Master of Social Work.
Alexis Gales, Bachelor's of Science, Community Health, concentration in Clinical Science.
Samantha Pappas, Masters of Nutrition.
Sikandar Khan, Bachelor's of Science, Health Administration, Health Informatics.
Sine Cassette, Bachelor of Science of Social Work.
Ryan Donahue, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Un Young He, Nursing Bachelor's.
Sharice Kitorgayano, Bachelor of Science, Nursing.
Yoselin Dominguez, Bachelor's in Social Work.
Ishmael Nabi, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Rebecca Maria Edmonds, Master of Science in Nursing and Family Nurse Practitioner.
Shannon Bailey, Master of Science in Nursing.
Samira Safai, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Catherine Rupinen, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Elena Alexander, Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Bachelor of Science in Psychology.
Carmen Escaba, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Emily Glasgow, Master of Public Health and Global Health.
Melanie Ann Michaud, Master's in Social Work.
Madison Hoyt, Master of Social Work.
Mary Camara Ayunwuse, Master's of Science in Nursing, Adult Gerontology Nurse Practitioner.
Jennifer Jorup, Master of Science in Nursing, Family Nurse Practitioner.
Callahan Young, Master of Health Administration.
Nada Hassan, Bachelor of Science in Community Health, Clinical Science.
Han Nguyen, Bachelor of Science, Nursing.
Gloria Hernandez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Catherine Vorder Brugay, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Ali Ahmed, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Alexis Sean Owansi, Master of Social Work.
Camila Lopez Valenzuela, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Mackenzie Miller, Master of Social Work.
Michelle Lee, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Mark Agui Sabando, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Amber Micah Padilla, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Sabib Habib, Masters of Community Health, minor in Nutrition.
Joshua Burke, Masters of Social Work.
Jeffrey Ian Armstrong, Bachelors of Science, Community Health.
Vivian Berft, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Lara Khalik, Bachelor of Community Health, Concentration, Clinical Science.
Natalie Campos, Masters of Social Work.
Michelle Deanne Henton, Masters of Health Administration.
Sarah Kelly, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jennifer Vasquez, Masters of Social Work.
Dana Lynn Dizon, Bachelor of Science in Global and Community Health.
Aya Abdu, Masters of Public Health.
Noreen Nasser, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Alana Lorraine Bradley, Bachelors of Science, Health Administration, Concentration in Health Management.
Zil Rawal, Master of Public Health.
Lindsay Lee Bender, Bachelors of Science, Nursing.
Rachel Hickey, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Stephanie Alire, Masters of Social Work.
Brenda Gonzalez, Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Ruth Mususa, Bachelors of Science, Nursing.
Joan Clark, Bachelor of Science in Community Health.
Kaylee Harris, Bachelors of Science in Community Health.
Prugyan Kanal, Master of Science in Health Informatics.
And last but not least, Capricia Miller, Masters of Social Work.
So, as they return to their seats, a big congratulations to all of the graduates from the College of Health and Human Services. Please join me in a round of applause for all of the graduates. Now, please stand for the alma mater of George Mason University, performed by Bridget Nesfield and John Kim.
George Mason, George Mason, we honor you today. Our alma mater is a source of patriot pride. From far and near round the world we come to learn side by side. Our namesake George
Beautiful. Thank you, Bridget and John. You may be seated. To graduates, we wish you great success in your next steps. We know that you will continue to make important contributions and lead in making health visible. Please know that you'll always have a home in the college, and we encourage you to stay connected with us. Follow the college on social media. Let us know what you're doing after graduation. Share your accomplishments. Consider giving back to the college through working with students through your time and service, donations, or mentorship. I want to give a special thank you to our speakers, Capricia Miller and Kevin Savasco, for your presence and for helping celebrate us today. To Bridget and John, thank you for sharing your musical talents with us. And to the faculty and staff in attendance, thank you for sharing your time and knowledge. And to the family and friends in attendance, thank you for your unwavering support of our graduates. 1 month ago, we learned that the university would be able to offer in-person graduation events. A team of staff from the college jumped in to help make this event and others surrounding graduation happen. I want to give a special thanks to Allison Bustria, Michelle Thompson, Shannon Donahue, Emma Anderson, Ashley Gramick, John Cantrell, and others who have volunteered. I also want to thank other faculty and staff in the college who helped organize or are here volunteering today. We thank you so much for helping to honor our graduates. So with that, that is the end of our formal program. We ask that you remain in your seats until the faculty marshals instruct you to leave. We will, remember, if you haven't stopped by the table or the photo booth, you have the opportunity to do that too. We thank you so much again for joining us today, and we wish you all a great day of celebration and many more great accomplishments ahead. Thank you.